If you've ever burned out so badly that opening your software feels like trying to lift a 200 kg dumbbell, if you've ever needed a full day to recover from a single project, if you've ever stared at your creative tools and felt absolutely nothing, you're not alone. Burnout is real. And real recovery is difficult. But gamers understand pacing, reward systems, cooldowns, save zones, checkpoints, XP systems, and the art of respawn. Welcome back to Peace and Pixels, the space where we break down the mental and emotional realities of being a digital creative. I'm your host, Esther Michael. Today's episode is called Creative Respawn, using gaming psychology for recovery. This episode isn't about games, it's about using gaming psychology to recover from burnout, from creative exhaustion, from emotional depletion, and then rebuilding motivation using systems the brain naturally responds to. So today we'll talk about why burnout hits creatives harder, what a creative respawn really looks like, the science behind cooldown, XP loop, and reward systems, and step-by-step system to rebuild creative energy the same way a player rebuilds their stats after dying in a boss fight. So let's dive into it. Burnout feels like a death screen. Not literally, but you know that feeling when you're in a game and your health hits 0 and the entire screen fades to black or blood splashed red. Everything stops, everything freezes, and the game tells you, that's burnout. It's not a choice, it's not a weakness, it's a system failure. Here's what burnout looks like in real creative life. You sit down to work and nothing happens. Your brain refuses to start. Even simple tasks feel like boss fights. You're exhausted before you begin. Your emotional energy is gone. You're not blocked. You just feel empty. Most people mistake burnouts for laziness, but burnout isn't a lack of motivation, it's a lack of internal resources. Your mental HP is at 0. Your stamina bar is drained. Your mana, your creativity, your inspiration, your focus, all sitting at 0. You can't fight a dragon with a 0 HP, which is same as you can't create with 0 energy. But you know the worst part? Creatives don't notice burnout until they hit failure state because creative work often feels personal. We think, I should be able to push through this. I used to do this easily. Why am I struggling now? What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. Your energy economy is at a recession, and that's where gaming psychology comes in. Games understand something most people don't. You are not meant to operate at full power all the time. Every system needs a cooldown. Every player needs a respawn. Gaming psychology is basically behavioral science with better graphics. Games use systems that reward the brain, regulate the brain, and motivate the brain. They use systems like 1. Cooldown mechanics, which in the creative world is burnout science. In a game, cooldowns force pacing. You cast a powerful spell, you can't cast it again immediately. You need time. Creativity works the same way. Your brain has dopamine cycles, decision fatigue thresholds, mental depletion curves, sensory overload limits. When you push those past limits, your brain forces a crash. That's burnout. Cooldowns for creatives are the recovery period built into the system. Games respect cooldown. Creative workers don't. And that is something we should. 2. Save zone. In games, save zones are places where you can't take damage, you can heal, you can save, you can breathe. Humans also need safe zones. Psychologically, a safe zone is any environment where your nervous system drops from fight or flight into rest or restore. Creative work requires the rest or restore state. No safety equals no creativity. 3. Checkpoints, which in creative world is progress anchoring. Games don't make you redo an entire level when you die. They save your progress. Creators, we act like we have to start from scratch every time. Checkpoints are important because they help us find the little gems in everything we do. For instance, here's what I achieved. Here's what I learned. Here's what I can carry forward. Without checkpoints, burnout feels like failure instead of progression. 4. XP systems, which in creative world, motivation loops. The brain loves XP, not points. And for creatives, that is progress. In games, even small tasks give XP. In creative life, small progress is ignored. Your brain loses motivation. By adding micro XP loops to your workflow, you hack dopamine. 5. Respawn timers, which in creative world is healing psychology. Every game with combat has a respawn timer. Why? Because the system acknowledges that after collapse, you need time to rest. Humans need this too, but we don't take it. We get burned out and expect to bounce back immediately. Respawn timers give us time to recover without guilt. I will be sharing with you a clear, practical, actionable framework that should help with your creative respawn system. Step 1. Declare a creative death screen. When burnout hits, the first step is to stop fully, completely, without negotiation. Say out loud, I've hit a creative death screen. This is a respawn moment, not a failure. And this works because it separates identity from state. You didn't fail. Your energy hit 0. Step 2. Activate a cooldown cycle. Cooldowns prevent re-burnout. So your cooldown cycle should include sleep, slow mornings, no deadlines, no demanding creative tasks, low pressure activities only, gentle dopamine, not spiking dopamine. And this cooldown duration should be somewhat of 1 to 3 days minimum. Cooling down long enough guarantees your creativity recharging. Step 3. Enter a safe zone. Design your personal safe zone. It can be a room, a corner, a coffee shop, your bed, your balcony, anywhere your nervous system drops into peace. And the characteristics of your safe zone should be no stressors, no creative obligations, no pressure, soft sensory inputs, comfort, warmth, and familiarity. You heal faster when you feel safe in your safe zone. Step 4. Establish checkpoints. Write down what you've learned this year, what you've improved, what skills leveled up, what mistakes became experience, what survived burnout with you. Checkpoints convert pain into progress. They tell your brain you're not starting from 0 every single time. Step 5. Use XP loops to restart motivation. Start with micro tasks that give XP. Example, plan out your day, which could include opening your software, tweaking one material, tweaking one project, rendering a draft, watching a tutorial, organizing your workspace. Small actions rebuild motivation. Small wins rebuild confidence. Step 6. The respawn ritual. This is your comeback sequence. A ritual signals to your brain, we're returning to the world. Your respawn ritual might include the same playlist, lighting a candle, cleaning your desk, making coffee, a short stretch, a mindful breath, opening your project's file. It could be anything, but this consistency grounds your return. Step 7. Slow leveling. After burnout, you don't jump into full energy. You level back up slowly, like a character with low stats. Day 1, 10% effort. Day 2, 20%. Day 3, 30%. Day 4, 50%, and so on. You rebuild your stamina, you rebuild your creative mana, you rebuild your confidence, and this prevents relapse. I hope this framework will be useful to you as it is useful to me. This is where I will be leaving you for this episode of Peace and Pixels, Creative Respawn, using gaming psychology for recovery. Remember this, burnout doesn't mean you're broken. It means your system hits 0, and every system, every player needs a respawn. Your creativity isn't lost, it's loading. Take your cooldowns, use your safe zone, celebrate your checkpoints, collect your XP, and respawn slowly, intentionally, and gently. Thank you so much for listening. Please leave your thoughts, and share it with any creative who would appreciate listening to this too. Take care of yourself and your art, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.